Your Honor, if I may.
Hello. This is Attorney Mike.
Okay, so Aaron, here's what I'm
going
to offer you. If you can check your spam, that would be the first thing. Second, if you can email me, I can perhaps put you back in touch with your caseworker, and perhaps this could be opened up again for you, provided that you provide everything.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm not in a very great position, so
all right. So let's do this. You need to check your spam folder on your email. And then Amy, did you put can you see the chat, sir?
I honestly don't know yet. Manning's on.
Yeah.
Middleton's on.
Okay. So if you can that go direct, or she can broadcast it?
This looked the most promising.
You have her email, correct?
Yeah.
I didn't set up a lot. This is the only time I have today.
And we'll make sure that it's messaged to you, Mr. Gurton. You need to email Amy and make sure to see if it can get back on track. Okay?
Okay, yeah. So is it Amy, NA@soscs.org?
Correct. That's it.
Okay, great. I'll email you right now.
I'll adjourn it to the 4th, 2022 at 11 a.m. And let's see if it gets back on track. If not, then plaintiff will get their judgment.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the Arbor Woods versus Paul Reedy. I know Mr. Reedy is here.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Augusta.
And Mr. Reedy, how you doing? Of course you are.
Hanging in
here. All right. And where are we on your case?
We sure do.
Nope. There's no application pending, I don't think.
Yes, it's pending, sir.
Okay.
Nigel.
Amy?
It's pending, Your Honor,
Thank you.
ages.
I did.
Yeah.
What is missing is a landlord's signature, I believe, from that application. And has any worksheets been received on your end?
I'm not on Zoom
Landman?
here.
I have not received anything from my client.
Your client is participating?
I am, to the best of my knowledge, they are.
Hello, Dan.
Are now up to the 17th hearing or something along that lines.
All right, it's Beth from Augusta Woods is on.
Yeah.
Wanted to say something, I think.
Yes, I was just going to let you know that I did do the landlord's signature.
That's a state secret.
I sent it back to them via email.
Do you know when you did that?
I'm going to look up. Yep. Hold on 1 second. I'll look it up for you.
Okay.
Your Honor, I did receive an email from, I think her name was Jennifer, saying that she did receive that back from Beth a couple days ago.
Okay, it was just a couple days ago then.
Yeah.
Okay.
November
10/18.
8th. November 8th.
10/18.
With bated
10/18? Okay. All right. I'll adjourn this matter out to 11/4/2022. Let's see now that we have that if the paperwork can be done at 11 a.m.
I do want to apologize for everybody's time, but thank you, Your Honor.
Why are you apologizing?
It's been stressful.
It's okay. I don't mind the time with you. It's all these other people. We would have this all done. No, I'm kidding. All right. No need to apologize, Mr. Reedy. You take care of yourself. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And court calls case of Orchard Grove versus Pratt and Shellhart. That matter's dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Pardon? It is not.
We're just waiting for something crazy to go on. I was on Manning's call.
Yeah, it's in the right. You got it.
She had a serious pre-trial
Court calls
going.
case Rocco Cambridge Club versus Shaquan Porter.
Thank you, Timothy.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
He is not checked in. Would you like to take the default, sir? Have I had him sworn?
Ah, good to know.
Yes, Your Honor, I sworn.
Thank you.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Great.
Based upon my client's books and records, the current rent to retain is $3,519. Costs are $160. So we're requesting a possession judgment in the total amount of $3,679 with an order of eviction to issue after November 7th if that amount is not paid, Your Honor.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Pines at Clover Lane versus Raymond Mullins. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, sir.
We've submitted a voluntary dismissal on that case. Ms. Jensen is actually representing Mr. Mullins.
Yes.
So it should have been submitted as a stipulated dismissal rather than a voluntary.
Oh, this is
Ms.
no
Jensen
good.
has given me permission by email to sign her name to the consent dismissal.
Competent
if the court-
attorneys on the
so
files means no
accomplishing
fun
the
for
same
you.
objective, but I will be submitting a stipulated dismissal later on.
It
this
ruins everything.
Okay, fantastic.
That's just like going to
All
work
right,
for me.
thank you. Court calls the case, Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Kenneth Veneer.
Come
Daniel
on.
Landman for the plaintiff.
Would somebody question jurisdiction here already?
Kenneth Veneer, not here. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assuming that this was not a SIRA case, and it does not appear to be, based on Westridge's books and records, Your Honor, the rent to retain is $1,778.68. Costs are $170. So that's a total of $1,948.68. We would request that a possession judgment enter with an order of eviction to issue after November 7th.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ 10 days. Whitaker Oaks versus Kimberly Key.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Hello, and this is Hannah Camper.
Okay.
Kimberly
Okay.
Keith is
We'll
actually
go
my
over there and
mom,
try.
who's The
We'll go visit
um,
Manny. There's a bunch of attorneys
well,
making this too.
I live here though.
Making this too reasonable in this room right now.
Yeah, we'd gotten an email that, I guess maybe from you, that she was hired. I don't think I have any kind of cell number for her.
Would you like me to try to call the office one more time?
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be great.
the only thing that's bad is
I'll go do
hotel
that. I'll
art
be
is
right
hotel coffee. You guys don't like my do today? I'm just impressed I'm here. I've got low expectations for myself today. Oh, this isn't good.
Donor, no answer, and the mailbox is full.
All right. I'm assuming that's the same number that's on the state bar.
I can confirm it, Your Honor.
The mailbox belonging to
Yeah.
That's it.
it's the same number.
0440, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. That's the number I'm calling as well.
Now, when you call it, it sends you a text message if you call from saying they're currently away.
I
Right.
believe Ms. Gowdy said that she saw Miss Taylor here today, but I have no idea what courtroom she might be in.
Mr. White, how you want to, I mean, obviously we can't proceed without him. I'm not going to make.
Judge, as my officers here, I would like to release him. Maybe we can reset this for, what is it, Mondays that are supposed to be private counsel days, Ms. Gaston? I'm sorry, Your Honor. You need to address someone other than yourself.
No. They're the bosses. I'm just here.
Okay,
Yeah, we can reset it for 11:14.
She's so cute.
With the other one.
all right. Is that good with you, Detective Santa? All right.
Is there a way to update the attorney of record, or do I just need to call jail records to make sure she gets notice of it?
I think it is now, Miss Brianna, Miss Bree. Is that updated? Because I did see where, yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
November 14th,
Yeah, so,
9 a.m. back here. All
so
right.
Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Detective.
So,
Send you another subpoena.
Mr. Walters has private counsel, so it has Ms. Cole as attorney of record. Actually, Ms. Taylor was hired after her.
Okay, I'll go ahead and update
Right.
it in the system. That way she's able to receive notice.
All right, thank you so much.
No
Thank
problem.
you. All right. Looks like that's it. Pre-trial, you didn't even have to wait.
Pre-trial. Ready to roll.
What do you want to tell me that's interesting? Pre-trial, go ahead.
Whose history?
Yours.
Judge Manning's in a good mood this morning. I love it. I love it.
Disturbed and
Good way to start the day.
Anything else from anybody?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Your Honor, were you resetting position 2 to November 14th as well?
Yes, position 2 is reset and so is position 4. Oh, well, but that's Miss Gowdy's, yes. They're both,
Are we gonna pull position 2 out, or should I just go back to tell him?
Oh,
you want to tell him on the record?
I'm fine with either, Your Honor.
It's up to you. If you want him to tell him on the record, you can, or if you're fine with going back, whichever one you'd like.
I think she just blew out her
Your
whole
call.
call. I'd be happy.
If we could
to.
tell him on the record, Your Honor, just so.
That's fine. If you want to bring out Mr. McKeever, position 2, Edward McKeever.
And stay out of Fulton County. Don't even get gas. Don't even think about it. Don't even look at it.
this guy is speaking. Excuse.
Oh, she can hear me.
Oh, that's all right. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure Judge is upstairs waiting for you, Miss Gowdy.
Thank you. Take care.
Absolutely. It's a good short day. Do I have to do my 12 months a day? Somebody else is doing it. Quick, short day. Thank you, Miss Gaston.
Stuff working. Yeah. We did some time trying to get the computer up.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're going to work on it.
I am
In a little
shooting
bit.
a hotel at the moment. Yes. This is literally the only gap of time I have for the day, so I just turned on whatever was on because I want to hang out.
All right, let's see. This is position 222 CP 210617,
we have
Edward McKeever.
We have a
Yeah, robbery by force, possession of drug-related objects, and battery. Go ahead, Mr. White or Ms. Cole, whichever one of you'd like to put it on the record.
Judge, at this time, the state is requesting a continuance. The officer had an emergency and is therefore unable to be here at this time. We'd ask for a one-time continuance until November the 14th at 9 a.m.
All right, Ms. Cole. And I think he said earlier that the officer's house had some flooding.
Yes, Judge, the emergency is that the officer's house is flooded.
Ms. Cole.
We'll consent to a one-time continuance on that basis, Your Honor.
All right. So, sir, we'll get you back in here on November the 14th.
Your Honor, Ms. Taylor just entered the courtroom.
Oh, there's Ms. Taylor. Okay. Nate, and your officer's gone.
My officer's already gone, Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, who was I supposed to represent you?
Did she say who was she supposed to represent?
That's for one.
That's the Walters.
Is that Prosecutor White?
What was he on for?
Preliminary hearing.
Okay, I thought preliminary hearings was in 2B. That's why I was up in 2B.
Is that the?
And I know I
gets all
saw
crazy?
something saying Jasper Walters had a preliminary hearing today. They're in 2 different courtrooms.
Yes, we're having different hearings. That's why you got the notices specified this courtroom, because we got prelims running. That's what the Orca project's for.
Okay, I didn't know, Judge. So I'm here. I'm ready.
So we've already dismissed the officer because it's 9:54.
I'm like, you're
Yeah,
not gonna
see,
do this happy hour.
I know, I thought he had a prelim, then I got something saying 2B. I was up in 2B on another prelim,
So I
and I
gotta
didn't
check
see
in.
his name on the calendar, so I was confused. So I'm sorry, I didn't realize that it was actually two different preliminary hearing courtrooms going on.
It's all right.
I knew I had gotten something saying he had a preliminary hearing today, so I apologized to the court. I was confused. I didn't know it was two different courtrooms for preliminary hearings.
That's okay. You just gonna have to look at the notices when they're sent out, when the calendars are sent out. You have to look at it really closely,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
it's gonna be
Run
reset
along.
for the
I'm trying to
14th.
finish my
Because
call.
I've already let him excuse the officer.
So it's reset for November 14th.
Right.
And it's gonna be in this courtroom, Judge?
It'll depend. They're kind of fluid, like Miss Lewis and Miss Gaston said, because we're trying to squeeze in 2 or 3 times a week.
I got you.
You know,
Okay.
do,
I'm sorry for the confusion. I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm like, I got something saying Jasper Walters had a prelim, but I get to 2B where my other one is not on the calendar, so I didn't understand.
That's okay. And Miss Cole, nobody had your cell phone. It looks like your office voicemail is full.
Yes, and it's Comcast.
This one is sweet, but she talks too much.
I had my secretaries at the doctor's office this morning.
Well, he or she's.
I apologize, and I knew I told my client yesterday he had a prelim today. I'm just thinking it's in 2B. So,
well, they still have your client back there, so you may want to go chat with him.
Okay, well, I've actually got to run back up to 2B. I had to come. I was cut downstairs, and I just saw a clerk saying, "Miss Taylor, they're looking for you in 1A." I'm like, "What? Look at me in 1A."
Making us crazy.
So that's why I walked down here. So I'll see Mr. Walton.
This is high quality content you get here online.
So November 14th is the reset date.
A call
and I'll look for the notes and pay attention to what courtroom it says it's in.
Yeah, because we're going to be a little flexible on some of these. We're going to go between here and 1B, a different courtroom. So we'll get it done.
Thank you, Judge. Sorry
you.
for the confusion. I apologize.
That's all right. Is that all we have today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's no good.
A couple of things I worked on this last week. I was approved for financial aid through college. All the remainder balance of the $13,000 that I was approved for, I can use for in-district housing and that sort of thing. So I have access money for that there. And then we were approved for the Flex program through the residential portal. So moving forward, we pay like half the rent up front to the Flex program. They cover the other half. That way it won't fall behind. And we can still pay like the full amount that way. So they'll get the full amount plus an additional payment at the beginning of the month.
All right. So your financial aid issue, you'll have that all resolved by when? I mean, when's that coming through to you?
I would assume within 2 weeks.
All right. Let's do this. I'm going to put this over to the 4th. Have a clarification on how you're going to get that paid, how much you're going to have excess for housing. So work out the numbers and get you straight, okay?
Okay.
November 4th, 11 a.m. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Court calls the case of Whitaker Oaks versus Anthony Wafer.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor. I think this may be a SIRA case.
That's what I have.
That is correct. We're waiting on a COD. There was a request on the 17th for it. So caseworker's just waiting for a signed COD.
I don't have a worksheet for Mr. Wafer. Is it possible, Amy, that can be forwarded to me?
Yes. Caseworkers have been sending them to the landlords, but we've been trying to remind each other to also CC the attorneys.
November
Okay,
4th, 2022, 11 a.m. Okay, get that and we'll get that resolved. Whitaker Oaks versus Marcia Dixon.
Your Honor, Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. We have prepared a proposed conditional dismissal order, but Ms. Dixon has not signed it yet.
Yes, because I actually wanted to add a couple of things to that.
She's
because-
iPhone 1. Hello, what's your name?
Marsha Dixon,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What were you saying?
Okay, so this actually, I was working with Kathy, but apparently she got fired and I did not know she got fired. So I was emailing her all my information because as you see, this has been going on since August. I've been working with Sarah and Sarah has been on top of their game. They have been emailing me. I've been emailing them back and trying to get this stuff over to Kathy, and it's been
You
like
need to
this
sign
silent.
COD and it can be over.
Yes, but I was wondering a part of the COD is that I pay the 1,000 or something by the 7th. I was wondering if I could pay majority of it and then give the rest on the 11th.
You want to break up the tenant payment.
Yes.
What are the dates? Because you broke up. You said you can pay how much by when?
So they gave me the 7th to pay. I can't remember. I think it's like 1,000.
Okay, but when can you pay it?
I can have it all to them by the 11th.
Instead of the 7th? Mr. Landman, can that change be made?
Yeah, we were.
I don't see why not, Your Honor.
We drove by the Manning's.
The amount that's her portion, Your Honor, is $628.18 plus November's rent.
Okay, make that change. You need to sign the COD. I'll adjourn this to the 4th. You need to get that COD signed immediately, the 4th at 11. It's not signed. I'm giving him a judgment on the 4th.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't have that problem. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Dixon, are you still there?
Miss Dixon?
Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
If you cross out November 7, change the 7 to an 11 and initial it. And then please sign and take it to the office and they'll forward it back to me and I'll initial it and then we'll submit it to Judge
Okay, but
Simpson.
if someone wants to be in the office, because that's the problem, no one works there. So
It looks like somebody's there right now.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
BO Properties versus Clemmy Beard.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
I know Mr. Beard's here. Hello, Mr. Beard.
Your Honor, I have sad news for you.
Sad
news. Mr. Beard signed a conditional order of dismissal yesterday, and Ms. Jensen forwarded it, or Ms. Dendrinos, I believe, forwarded it to our office, one of the two of them. And so we are going to be signing and submitting it to the court, and you're not going to get to see Mr. Beard anymore.
I meant to do
Oh, that is sad. All right. So this case is conditionally dismissed.
All right, Your Honor.
Mr. Beard?
Yes, sir.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 14th hearing.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, all right, but it's okay.
I'm so happy. Thank you, Your Honor.
It all worked out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna miss you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You take care.
14
Yes,
hearings
sir.
on a landlord tenant. Is that what this
man.
is? Unbelievable.
He's happy. BO Properties versus Zachary Irwin.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
He's still talking. Irwin has not checked in, and this was a motion.
I am
But I
unmuted.
think I had already October 7th.
You're a naughty
Then
chap.
they came in the 17th.
Not pleased about this. I was muted, but now I'm talking.
And they said they don't have access to internet or whatever. I don't know what that means. They're not here. Said waiting for
You guys are
paperwork.
truly sweet.
Yeah, Your Honor, to add insult to injury, he's filed a motion to set aside a default judgment entered on May 3rd.
Yeah,
So
no, I
the
know.
motion is clearly untimely.
The motion's denied. Writ may issue. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll submit an order, Your Honor.
Court calls the case BO Properties versus Matthew Connolly.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor. I did see that Mr. Connolly was here.
Hey, guys. How you doing, Your Honor?
Very good. I have this at one point as a Sarah case and then a recert one. Is it still a Sarah case? And where are we?
Well, Your Honor, we've got a couple of problems with this case. The first is that I prepared a conditional order of dismissal, and Mr. Levine in our office signed it on the 10th of October. We forwarded it for Mr. Connolly's signature, and he has not yet signed it.
I talked to the property manager yesterday.
Yeah, the other concern is that on October 13th, the property received a message that his application was denied. Application 752812. So I don't know at this point if there's ceremony or not.
All that was back before the portal closed. Your Honor, you told me to get my foot in the door in case there was going to be a balance. So I there's just like a what do you guys call it? A COD now? And I just have to sign it. And Chandler from the office is going to bring it by later today.
Okay.
Also, Your Honor, if I may clarify
So
the
I've got
denial.
some sweet,
what
sweet
that
government
is.
money here.
Okay, so he's actually got 196664 recert open with Jennifer at Hawk. So the 7 whatever was a duplicate, and that's why it was denied.
Yep.
Okay. What I'll do is everybody get this clear, get that COD signed. I'll adjourn it to the 4th, and hopefully we can have this all done.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
BO Properties versus Narthenia Chambers.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. I thought I saw Ms. Chambers.
I'm right
Hopefully
here.
here.
She is.
Here she is. And I think this is a Sarah case as well, Your Honor.
All right. This is Sarah case, and Amy, where are we on this? Do we know?
So yes, so she was approved. It's with Mishta in the amount of 3190.
Okay. And Mr. Landman, does that take care of her balance?
3,190 is a little bit short, Your Honor.
Who's got music going here?
The total including costs is 3402. So that's only going to be $212.
Which is all from legal fees and late fees.
Yeah, no, I know where it's from. Can you get that? How are you going to get that paid, Miss Chambers?
I have no idea because I've I've done everything I was told, which was pay all the back rent that I owed, and I paid my rent all up to current. And every month we had to keep prolonging because of what was going on. Even though Sarah approved this back in August, we still kept, I don't know why the funds were never released. So we keep getting late fees and legal fees added. And I'm asking the court to waive those fees because that was not because me not paying my part, but because for some glitch or whatever, Sarah's portion was not paid. As of that, I mean, even when I look at my account now, as of right now, it's still owing. It still hasn't been paid. And every month it's adding and adding and adding and adding.
How many late fees are added because of this?
Your Honor, I don't know exactly when Ms. Chambers.
There's 5 of them.
Hold on, Miss Chambers. Go ahead.
I don't know when exactly she was approved for the SERA funds. I don't have even a worksheet to be able to prepare the COD if there's going to be one. So I regretfully can't answer the question. I do know I current ledger, and it probably indicates that there were late fees charged in, I would certainly think October. I'm going to guess September, but I don't know that I don't know when she was approved for the fund. She says August, but I've got nothing indicating that.
It's in the email that was sent to me as well to Bill Property.
All right, let's do this. We can't do anything until they get a worksheet. So to try to clarify that, You're gonna be able to pay your November rent?
You missed
Chambers?
absolutely nothing.
All right.
I mean, nothing.
And Your Honor, I would
But it's been
indicate she
fun.
paid $236 at the end of September.
And then I
Okay.
paid all of October.
Okay, I got you, ma'am. Just listen.
Sorry.
And there is
Sorry.
October's rent was paid, yes.
Okay. Are you gonna be
There
able
was
to?
no,
pay-
Your Honor, there was no late fee in October, or there was a late fee in October, I apologize.
Yes, it was.
No, it's okay. Okay, folks, just listen for a minute. I need you, can you get your November rent paid by November 15th?
Yes,
Miss
yes,
Chambers.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to adjourn this to November 15th. That's a Tuesday, Mr. Landman, 2022 at noon. And hopefully that way the worksheets can get over. We can get that all resolved, and then we can take a look at what the issue is for you, Miss Chambers. I'm not guaranteeing that I'll do anything, but we can at least take a look at it and figure out what number we have.
Okay,
Okay?
I have a doctor's appointment that day.
Oh, good
Can we
Lord.
bump it down to 3? Or at least 2?
I can't do it that way.
Oh,
What's my next date after that? Okay. Miss Chambers,
mm-hmm.
get your, but we don't know the time. Yeah. Get the November rent in, okay? Since we're just dealing with that, we're waiting on a payment. We'll figure out the numbers. I'm going to adjourn it to the 29th. I'll have to set it at 8 a.m. You'll get a specific time a little bit later because I don't theoretically have a docket that day yet. Okay?
Okay, November 29th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Amy, if I can impose upon you to get us, see that we get the worksheet on that, then I can get the conditional order of dismissal taken care of.
I will try my best. This was done with NISTA, which is not SOS.
I think
I'll reach out.
Just happy that John's not here.
With the contact that I see and try to put you guys together if that's possible. How's that?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Bill Properties versus Jenna Dawson.
Am I done?
And yes, you are, ma'am. Jenna
You really should check
Dawson, Anna Richards.
Yeah, I'm here. It's Jenna.
Okay. This
I am
as
like
Sarah
5
case.
minutes away from my location.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm driving right now. I just wanted to let you know, but I'm only 5 minutes from my destination. So
Okay,
I'm
you
spending
can't
5
be
minutes.
driving while you're on. So I'll pass it. Let me know when you get there. I'll call your case back up. Court calls the case of Bill Properties versus Bill Short.
Okay, thank you so much.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor. I know Mr. Short is here.
I'm right here. Okay, there's Mr. Short. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, Mr. Short called our office probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he and I spoke, and I was under the impression that he was going to be setting up a payment plan. And I thought he was going to set it up with the property manager. I haven't heard anything since until this case was called this morning. Quite frankly, I was surprised to see it on the docket because I thought a payment plan would have been worked out by now. So I'll sort of throw the ball back to Mr. Short and if he can update us both on where things are at.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I thought the payment plan was worked out also. I spoke with Beal's attorneys and they said something like $300 for what I owed. The number keeps changing and I said, well, can I make 150 on the 1st of November and then another 150 on December? He said, yeah, it's fine. So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
Are you gonna pay? So you got November 1st, you're gonna be able to pay $150?
Yes.
All right, and then here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Short. You pay $150 to the landlord November 1st. I'm going to adjourn this to November 4th, 2022 at 11. And if we can't get the paperwork on a payment plan, I'll just slow roll this thing and I'll just do the payment plan through court. I guess that's what we'll have to do. All right?
Yeah. So is that the plan is 150 on the 1st of November?
Good Lord.
150 on 1st of December, right? Is that correct?
Couldn't have been clearer.
Well, I don't know that everybody's worked that out, but if that's what it turns out to be, that's what it will be.
Just
What
pay
I
the
need you to do is
$150
just
before
pay
you
the
show up on the
150
4th, okay? You'll be fine.
on November 1st. Come back to see me on the 4th. Hopefully we'll have something worked out.
We have a
If
tacit agreement.
then I'll adjourn it to December and let you pay the 150 and then we'll effectively
We
have
have
done
a
it
tacit
anyway.
agreement to see each
Mr.
other on
Moore,
the
you're
4th.
section
Let's
8,
do it.
right?
Yeah, but I gotta address something. I'm being, I guess I'm being threatened by the landlord. Just in the past week or two, I had he started messaging me.
Oh, sweet
talking
Jesus.
about his water bill on this property here has gone up recently by $660 or something. He says, and I'm going to make you pay it, talking to me. There's 6 apartments here, but there's only 1 meter. He says, you're going to pay me $300 for 3 different guys. And last summer, he said, you owe me $900 for that. And in the water bills, he said, you owe me another $1,600.
Oh,
Your Honor,
good Lord.
I can't take these threats. I have very bad health.
All
I
right,
got no,
Mr. Short.
he's got no type of proof.
That's not what he's
Nobody's
asking
here
for in
living with
court.
me. Nobody.
Mr. Short.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Here's
Yes,
what
sir.
I want you to do. Right now, you just collect those. If you can get those printed off, then get those printed off and hold on to them. I'll deal with that later. Right now, I just need you to pay the
Sure sounds like
150 and then we'll take a look at this water bill issue. But right now, let's get through this part, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm guessing that's all
right.
nonsense.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But that cock and bull story would have worked in front of
Thank you.
Maribel. Maribel would have been like,
Court
whoa,
calls case
let's
of
stop
Real Properties
everything.
versus
Let me
Jessica
hear this
Chase.
entertaining tale.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ms.
Good morning,
Chase,
Your Honor.
where are you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
There she is. Okay. All right. I had at the last point the invitation that was supposed to be sent.
I'm all good.
And I don't know I don't have anything marked since then.
All good this
I
weekend.
think, Your Honor, as I recall, there was supposed to be
No naughty adventures.
another invitation sent to
Right.
her, but she needed to complete it by midnight on the 14th. Our
That's
last
right.
hearing was on the 14th.
Ms. Chase, did that happen?
Yes, Your Honor, it did happen.
Okay. Amy, is she in?
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing her anywhere in our database. So Ms. Chase, here's what's gonna happen. Do you have, you noticed that there was some glitch happening. Did you receive any approval email?
Dude, you
back
sound like an
from
alien.
The portal?
I know you're not aware of this.
My email is in, and I can put it in again. It's in the chat if you can access that.
Okay.
You can send that to me. I can send that to my supervisor, and then you can see what we can do about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so what she's requesting is a screenshot, must show the date so that we know exactly what day it was put in. If it fits that time frame, then it's
On the
something.
approval letter.
You should have gotten an approval email or congratulations
yeah.
or something. Yep, yep.
All right. So Ms. Chase, here's what's gonna happen. You get that to them right away. Come back to see me November 4th, 11 a.m. And well, I don't know if we'll have everything straight, but we'll figure out where we're gonna go. All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Yeah. Real Properties versus Billy Vincent. Yes, I know, I heard you.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Billy Vincent, Zendika Vincent, and Zaire Vincent. They're not here. They were supposed to pay $2,000 on the 19th and then $500 today. Do you know, Mr. Landman, whether that's been received?
I'm checking that right now, Your Honor. I do have an up-to-date ledger. They paid, Your Honor, they paid $1,000, I'm sorry, $1,600 on October 21st, and they paid $2,000 on October 26th. And that takes their balance down to a very low number.
Okay.
All right, less than $200, Your Honor.
Oh, really? Okay. Then November rent is coming up. They're not here. They probably thought they paid everything off. Let me just adjourn this to November 4th. November may click in.
Your Honor, I'll just note for the record, the balance right now is $176.81, but there are 198 in costs also. So $374.81, but November is coming up.
Right. So let's get it there and let's see if we can have them show up and see if they can get this paid. November 4th, 11 a.m. Beal Properties versus Samuel Johnson.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
Samuel Johnson, not here. You may proceed with the default, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on my client's books and records, there's currently rent to retain of $1,724. Costs are $162. So we're requesting a possession judgment in the total amount of $1,886 with an order of eviction to issue after November 7th if that amount is not paid.
Everyone's looking for
plaintiff by
the Janelle
default for
appearance.
possession, redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ to issue 10 days. Beal Properties versus Jenna Dawson. Recall.
Again, Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. Hopefully she's reached her destination.
Yes. Miss Dawson?
Your Honor.
She is.
I'm here.
Where are you?
I am
All right.
here and I am safe.
Thank you. All right, this is a Sarah case as I had it. And where are we with that?
So she was approved for 3863. So were those payments received and applied?
I checked my balance like 2 days ago and it wasn't still.
I'm
Not
checking right now. I don't, no, it has not been received yet. There was, Ms. Dawson paid $140 and Ms. Richards paid $540 this month, but nothing has been received from Sarah.
Yes. Either one.
All right.
Payment date was 9/21. That is really strange. And it's supposed to go straight to the landlord?
Let me check 9/21, but I'm not seeing a substantial payment. And the balance actually is higher. No, there's no Sarah payment.
All right.
And we gotta
I will
find
reach
that
out.
pay. Ma'am,
How much was approved?
863.
3863.
3863. So, Your Honor, the current balance, including costs, is $49.83. So that would be $1,320 short.
Okay, Miss Dawson.
I want here. Yep, I'm here.
All right. So how are you gonna get the $1,320 paid?
Anna told us
I'm getting that
this
sent.
past week that
Go ahead.
so we're looking for a roommate. And we plan to have October all the way paid up by the 4th, which is next week. And then November all the way paid up by the middle of November.
All right, let's do this then, because we still gotta find that other check. So let's do, I'm gonna kick this out to the 4th, November 4th, 9 a.m. Try to get that payment for October all paid before November, or I'm sorry, not at 9 a.m., at 11 a.m. Try to get that payment made. If you can do it on the 3rd, I would appreciate it.
Okay,
So that,
I will. Thank you.
all right, we'll be dealing with November, but we got to find a check for the other part and then we can get it done. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Northville Crossing versus Jessica Bradshaw.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor. I know Ms. Bradshaw is here.
Jessica Bradshaw,
Was.
you'll have to unmute.
I am here. I'm here.
Okay. All right, this was a Sarah case also. Where are we with that?
Let's see, so
I have no idea. I've contacted them and I still haven't heard anything back.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Bradshaw,
Your
hold
Honor, I
on.
still don't have a worksheet for Ms. Bradshaw. So there's no COD yet.
okay, so what has happened is that she did not have qualifying arrears, so her Sarah case with Kiara was denied. Ms. Bradshaw, had you received any communication regarding that?
No, I have not.
Have you received any communication at all from your caseworker?
Last I heard from her, I had to send in, what did I have to send in? Hold on one second. Let me try to find it.
So the arrears did not meet the March 30th, 2022 cutoff deadline.
Okay, how much is owing, Mr. Landman?
Your Honor, the balance is $39,1883 and costs are $163. So the current total is $4,081.83.
All right, Miss Bradshaw,
Yes.
I have to ask the question, how are you gonna get that paid?
I have some money saved, but like I said, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, how much do you have?
I have $1,600. I just started back up to work.
All right, let's do this then, because I don't know where the denial came in, so you have $1,600?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week to the 4th.
Okay.
at
Can I?
11. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I'm sorry. Can I set up like payment arrangements with them, like
Well,
add
this is-
extra on?
Right. Here's what I want you to do, because you said you just got yourself back to work.
Correct.
So the 1,600 needs to be paid to the landlord.
Okay.
All right. If they, for whatever reason, tell you they're not going to take it, tell them I said they have to.
Okay.
All right. So get it over to their office. I'm adjourning it out to the 4th and talk to the landlord about if they're willing to enter into a plan. But what more importantly, I want you to do is come back on the 4th with your idea of what your plan is so you can tell me. And let's see if we can
Okay.
work them out and get you clear. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Gerald Griffin.
Here, sir.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
All right, where are we on this? What's owing? I think 1649 that was owing.
No, it's less than that now, Your Honor.
Okay, how much is owing?
At this point, the balance is $580 and costs are $163. So the total is $743.
All right. Mr. Griffin, how are you gonna get that paid?
I'll make a payment before the 4th. Remember you ordered me to pay it before the 28th, by the 28th. They still hadn't received the check, so I couldn't pay online. So I was going to attempt to pay with the credit card, and he told me to wait until all the balances was taken care of.
Who?
So I'll take care of
Who
that.
told you to wait?
Jeff, I got an email proving that.
Okay. So how much were you intending on paying?
The total amount, which should have been $662, which was without the late fees that occurred.
Okay. So you have that 662 now?
Actually, no, Deanna, I've been waiting for 2 weeks. I'll have to make that payment on the 4th.
Okay.
And then I'll just close it all out because I know new.
Well, but except that will close out October and then we got to figure out November.
Well, I shouldn't have to come back in for November, but I'll take care of it.
Well, you have to come back in if I put it out to the 4th.
Yes, sir. Understand.
So November 4th, 2022, 11 a.m. If you can get it paid on the 3rd, and I remember us talking, try to do that so that the account will reflect exactly what we have. And then we'll figure out November and try to do something and get this worked out and get you back to ground zero. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Northfield Crossing versus Gregory Dickerson.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
And Lakelton Dickerson.
Yeah, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. How much is owing? Well, this was a Sarah.
Should be a recert.
Is correct, Your Honor. It is currently under review, and we need a ledger with September late fees added in. The ledger right now just goes up to the first. So I want to ensure that we can include all of that in addition to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll do with your case. I'm going to adjourn you to the 15th, November 15th, 2022 at 12 noon.
What?
Okay, I had a question, Your Honor. Last time we met,
My videos are all messed up.
we were waiting
We
on the
knew
ledger
that,
still,
but missing,
so I don't
that's
know what's going on with
I
that.
don't
But
know.
I said they sent it over, so I don't actually know what the problem is with that.
They must have sent it
That's a
over
question for me.
asking for late fees.
I don't.
September
Yeah,
payment.
I don't have a ledger. They'll get it over there, and then we can get it taken care of. But thank you for your.
All right.
We'll see you on the 15th.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Northfield Crossing versus Thomas Tygier.
Frozen?
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, and I did see him on Zoom.
That's not
All
cool.
right. Yeah. Sir? Thomas Tygier?
Y'all can't hear me because I'm
Tygier?
frozen, but that's funny.
He's there. I see him.
Yeah, but he's not talking to me. You're prompting him. Okay, let me pass it briefly and let's see if we can get through this. Northfield Crossing versus Christina Lamphar.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. The tenants paid this morning. Plaintiff moves to dismiss without prejudice.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, that's without.
The tenant paid the rent.
Northfield Crossing versus George.
Hallelujah.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff.
Has not checked in. We had split service last time. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Give me just a moment. Plaintiff moves for the entry of a default judgment for possession in this case, Your Honor. Based on my client's books and records, the rent to retain is $1661.46. Costs are $163, so the total is $1824.46. We would request that an order of eviction issue after November 7th if that amount is not paid.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested with the writs issue in 10 days. Northfield Crossing versus
Literally,
Claire versus.
we've been slumming on the landlord-tenant call for an
Elizabeth.
hour. It's the first one.
Erickson
tenant
and
said to
Northfield
pay.
Crossing versus Barbara Vargo. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Recalling the case of Northfield Crossing versus Thomas Tygier.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, sir.
All right, fantastic.
All right, this is your motion to stay the writ, I'm presuming.
I'm willing to work out some, a payment plan, anything I can do. At this point, we did fall on some hard times. We're currently, my fiance cannot work. We're seeking Social Security benefits with her right now, but I am willing to work out payment options. And last time I spoke to Jeff, I mean, of course, they want the full amount, every month at the first of the month. So I do have some money right now. I have, and like I said, I mean,
how much do you have?
Yeah, you see that.
I have like I
Landlord
can
wants
do
that.
300 right now because I got to get caught up on some
The bank wants
utilities.
the full
But I
amount
can
of their
do
mortgage every month.
starting
See
on
how
the
this
4th.
works?
I'd be more than happy to do like 600 a week if that's an option.
Mr. Landman.
Your Honor, the concern in this case is that the judgment amount, judgment was entered October 7th. The judgment amount was $5,153.30.
I did pay 1,600 of that.
Well, he did pay 1 month's rent into escrow.
I was going to do the New Blandino hearing with Ben, but I can't tonight. That's why
1,600 would take him down to
streaming right now. This is the only gap I have for the day.
It's.
I do plan on having.
If he can do 600 a week, that's going to still take us
morning.
Not only through November, it's going to take us into December as well. So I understand my client's reluctance to do a payment plan.
I'm trying to do what I can.
With that being said, also, it looks like it was filed as a motion to set aside the default judgment. And I'm not sure what the meritorious defense is in that respect.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that.
I bet you don't.
Well, you got to have two parts to a motion to set aside a default, which is that there good reason for failure to appear and a meritorious defense.
I was on Zoom, as you could. I'm sorry. I was on Zoom.
Okay, that's part one.
I saw it, and I'm not worried about that part.
Yeah.
The real issue here, just the nuts and bolts of it, is there's a writ that is in my file.
You do owe the money is the problem.
They're seeking to evict you from the premises, and I'm trying to figure out how it's going to be paid. So we just cut to the bottom line. That's the
Your Honor,
reality.
may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
My suggestion is that the court deny the motion, but delay the enforcement of the writ. If you want to schedule this out, we can see how much this tenant has paid in the interim, and that may give you some better guidance as to how you want to rule.
All right. Mr.
An eminently
Bernier,
reasonable
let me ask you
idea.
There's 1,600 or 1,586 sitting in the court.
Mhm.
By the 15th of November, how much is November's rent? Or how much is your monthly rent?
1,600 or 1,580.
1,583, whatever. Okay. So let me ask you this. How much will you be able to pay by the 14th of November?
I can at least definitely come up with the 1,600. That's not a problem, and I'll try and come up with even more than that. I can probably do 2,000 by the 14th.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
Probably a judgment.
I'm going to adjourn the motion. I'm not going to deny it at this time, although ultimately that's likely what's going to happen.
But
So,
I'm
sir,
go-
you need to understand that.
I'm
I'm
about
going
to
to
eventually.
defendant to pay $2,000 by November 14th.
Okay.
And 22. And then we'll take a look at what the balance is, see if something can be worked out at that point. I'm going to suggest to you, sir, because you're operating on borrowed time, that you pay as if you got more than the 2,000, that you get it over there. Because it's a hefty balance, and this is a hefty balance.
I understand.
I will also order, so I'm adjourning it to November 15th, 2022 at what time? 12.
Yes.
12 noon. And then the escrow will be released to
I think
plaintiff.
It's complete insanity.
This time I'm going to release it prematurely, but we're going to send it over to the plaintiff.
Complete
Okay.
and
Thank
utter
you so much.
insanity.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I think that's it, Mr. Landman.
I believe it is as well, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, once I get there, I will. Thanks. That's my 9 o'clock. This is my 10 o'clock. Okay, give me 2 minutes, folks, and I'm going to start right in on the 10 o'clock.
Well, yeah, that's no good. That call got ruined by some, attorneys being competent. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm in a.
I think I was supposed to be
with my
here.
backup computer.
help me?
None of this is good. Oh wait, something else happening here. I've got no external camera. I mean, it's the bottom of the barrel for Love Duck with Mike. I've got nothing. All right. Yeah, you guys are telling me I'm frozen and everything, so I'm probably just talking to myself here. I'm not in Chicago. I've got some stuff to do this weekend, so I was just grabbing a moment that I had. This was the time I had today. It was a lot of fun. Would have been nicer if something more interesting happened. Although it's always kind of interesting, and it's always kind of fun to hang out with Judge Simpson and who else do we see? Judge Manning. We got to hang out with Judge Manning a little bit. Always a good time, and of course, hanging out with the chat. I wish I had something more exciting for you, but I literally just turned on calls for the gap of time that I had available to do this. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you for coming out. I'll see you soon.